Okie dokie, everybody.
Let's
Welcome back. You're here at the Fox Den with Peter Voss, the Papa Fox, and we're going to continue playing Tyranny by Obsidian Entertainment. When we last left off, I actually neglected to save properly, I guess, and had to redo all the conversations we just had with Barrick. I wonder if that slightly discoloration means there's something new to speak of here. Oh, how do you do that? Verse looks at you with a quizzical expression. Do what? Back in the Archon's war tent, you cast an edict as casually as reading a supply shipment. How do you do that? Well, I've done it before. Don't I look stupid? You were the one who cast the Edict of Storms on Stalwart, didn't you? The one that tore the battlefield apart with the cyclone of Curus's anger? I'm gonna nod silently. Well, call me impressed. Considering that you've read the words of Curus more than once, I'm surprised you're even alive to tell of it. Your vocal cords should have been turned to ash by now. I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable. It's just worth recognizing that what you've done. Not only are you Tunon's Fatebinder, you're the mouthpiece of the Overlord. Gives me plenty of reason to stick around. You're going places, and I want to see where they lead.
What do you need?
Questions?
What did you have in mind?
Service edict, okay. As far as I'm concerned, the incompetence of the disfavor got us into this mess. Barrick? I'll give him some due credit. He's more complicated than he looks. He's still an intolerant, unapologetic bastard, but that's more his business than mine.
Go ahead, Fatebinder.
Well, let's talk again later. Okay, cool. Hopefully, we can go ahead and maybe make it to the other side of camp. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what the map awaits for us. Blink. Okay. Echo Call Crossing. Scarlet Chorus Camp. Okay, that's exactly what we were looking for. We're actually... Give me just one moment. I want to check our quest log. Okay, Forge-bound Iron, Echo Call Crossing, Northern Clearing. Okay, Outer Valley, Echo Call Crossing, taking the Outer Valley. Right. Where is... Looks like we don't have access to whatever the... Oh, there's the Northern Clearing. Okay, let's actually go to the Scarlet Chorus Camp, and then we're going to pop on over to the Northern Clearing. Your path is blocked by a small group of Vendrian Guard. You can go no further until you deal with them. I like this mechanic. Cool. In the previous... in Pillars of Eternity, you didn't have that kind of mechanic, and... You know, it was what it is. This is kind of neat.
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
A woman's voice booms from atop a nearby outcropping. Flashes of aquamarine body paint streak out from under her loose-fitting traveler's garb, and her outfit is festooned with braids and knots of sailor's line. Flanked on either side by warriors dressed in Vendrian Guard regalia, the woman leans on an elaborate bladed staff pulsing with arcane energy. A swath of blue fabric rests draped over her arm. The blue flag is a symbol of diplomacy and truce recognized across most of the known world, and it is a custom the Tearsmen hold dear. To harm another person under the auspices of a blue flag is a grave offense, in both the Tears and in Curus's empire. The customary punishment is death. That's good to know. And her name is Eb.
In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal.
The woman bows deeply, lowering her head in a practiced display of etiquette. The warriors by her remain in a steady stance, their nerves clearly on edge. You have me at a disadvantage.
I am Eb of the School of Tides, and today I speak on behalf of the Vendrian Guard.
I advise caution, Fatebinder. Only thing more dangerous than a tearsman is an educated one.
Metal articulations groan as he tries to subtly move his hand towards a blade. Huh? There's a blue flag. I expect you will honor it. That's exactly what we're going to do.
As is our custom, we are ready to kill to defend our lands. But we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kairos' way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release.
One of the leaders, you ordered the Demos conscripted into the chorus. We're going to tell the truth. We're done here. Well, we should tell the truth. Let's say, assuming he's our prisoner, what would you offer in exchange?
We would offer you 5 choirmen that got lost on patrol. They're healthy, got other limbs too.
I would not have us barter with oathbreakers. Certainly not for anything less than disfavored lives.
You say there's something worth less than a disfavored life. Call me intrigued.
Tarkus Deimos is with the chorus now.
Then if we see him again, it will have to be as enemies.
She looks to the warriors to either side of her, shaking her head.
If I may make one more inquiry, what of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive?
Oh yeah, that's the one that we yeah, okay. We're just gonna tell him he's dead. She nods slowly, saying nothing for a long moment.
My apologies, Fatebinder. I had a terrible feeling this errand was in vain from the start. I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough.
Okay. We have some questions.
We shouldn't be socializing with oathbreakers.
Stow it, Barrick.
I will entertain them as best I can. After all, understanding is the only hope we have. What is it you wish to know?
Why do you resist Kyros? What are you trying to save?
I grew up without my knee bent to Kairos, and if I'm going to bow to someone, let it be another Tearsman. We've ruled ourselves just fine for centuries, so we'll give our lives so that our sons and daughters might rule themselves.
The younger realms were beset with constant battle. You'd prefer that to Kyros' order?
You make conflict sound like a bad thing. Yes, the younger realms saw frequent battles, but it was never this wholesale slaughter like we've seen of late. No Tearsman ever cast an edict on the soil, or forced prisoners to kill each other, or butchered beastmen tribes.
Only your daughters are really free in the Tears. Why fight against Kyros' equality?
There's freedom, then there's trusting idiots with power. Give a man 1,000,000 marauders, he'll lose sleep worrying over his neighbor's 1,000. I prefer my realms ruled by the braver sex. For centuries we've left the lands to the women, and the seas to the men. And we did plenty fine until Kairos came around.
What makes you think you have a chance?
Oh, we don't. Those who believed Kairos could be stopped all died years ago, in the first wave of fighting. It's not about the hope of victory. It's about the hope of inspiring others. It is very likely we will fall here in Vendrian's Well. But perhaps others will arise elsewhere.
Okay, that's a reasonable strategy to assume. But a mage like you would not be the subject of such superstition and fear under Kyros' reign.
I doubt life is any better sworn to some mad Archon. I'd rather stand with my fellow Tearsmen. Or, I suppose, stand immediately behind them in the event of an attack.
At that remark, the soldiers flanking her exchange shocked looks. Ab turns her focus to her compatriots.
Yeah, you heard me. Way things were years back, you'd all be calling me a water witch and conspiring to sell me out to the nearest sage. Just because I'm helping you stop Kairos doesn't mean I've forgotten the hospitality of ages past.
Boy.
And people wonder why the Tearsmen could never unite in time to fight back. It's refreshing to see that some things never change.
Let's talk about something else. How did you and your friends overthrow the garrison?
I would joke that the voices of Nerat left the gate unlatched, but dozens of warriors lost their lives taking the citadel. There was no secret to it. We simply attacked with speed and certainty at a time when the Archons were elsewhere in the tiers. The Scarlet Chorus had a rout, and what few disfavored soldiers were present made an impressive showing. But they were surrounded and overwhelmed once the chorus fled.
Who's in charge of this insurrection?
Listen to you. Thinking just like the Overlord wants you to think. There always has to be a person in charge, or things don't make sense. Well, we don't answer to anyone. We are each of us sons and daughters of the Tiers, and take this task upon ourselves freely. But Captain Tarkus Ari, former Falksman of Queen Vendry and Alanta, is the voice we trust when we seek unanimity.
I assume Tarkus Ari and Tarkus Demos are relations?
Yes. Deimos was Ari's brother. We were certain he was dead, but the captain takes family seriously, so I volunteered to find some answers. And now here we are.
Did you kill any of the disfavored prisoners with magic?
That's some sort of trick question? No, we don't kill prisoners, magic or otherwise.
Were there prisoner swaps in the past?
That is our way, Binder. Here in the south, only thugs and bandits kill prisoners. The younger realms may be guilty of constant fighting, but we never slay each other when the battle's long over. We're not about to change that now. As a rule, Kairos' forces haven't been keen on swapping prisoners. But I know our disfavored prisoners aren't prisoners anymore. I just assumed they were swapped for some of our own.
Well, that's all.
Fair enough. But now a question for you. The Edict. I can feel its magic coursing through the air. Everyone can. But those of us enlightened to the currents of magic feel it most. The wording of the Edict. What was it?
Kyros's forces must take Ascension Hall by the Day of Swords, or all in the Valley will perish. We're gonna see what we can do here.
In the name of the vaunted North, the will of Kairos should be delivered with blade and hammer, not to the ears of oathbreakers and compromisers.
Barrack, you can eat it.
Curious. You did say all in the Valley. So the Edict will affect Kairos' forces? This is most unexpected.
Her eyes widen at your words. Correct?
That is most troubling. So either the soldiers come to destroy and kill us, or the Edict does the work. I suppose we should be so honored the Overlord is taking no chances on us.
That's one way to put
I have
it.
another question for you, if you will entertain it.
Are we really standing here and chatting with Oathbreakers? It's hard to watch. Like cuddling a goat you're going to kill for dinner.
No, again, Verse, you can stow it. Ask your question.
When I was young, my parents told me the Tiers were special, and the Overlord's edicts and armies could never touch us. Seems I've been told a hefty sum of lies. So answer this honestly for me, please. Is it true that Tunon's fate binders can smell truth from falsehood?
No, that's not true.
Thanks for that. I could see why you'd want to foster the mystique all the same. The School of Tides would always tell commoners we didn't know how to summon drinkable water. Once they find out, you can't eat in peace. And Kairos' edicts. I have heard the sages speak at length that some of the edicts elsewhere in the world have been broken. How is this?
It varies based on the wording of the proclamation. If Kyros provides a clause allowing the edict to end, that clause can be satisfied. Yeah, we're going to do the lore thing.
Ah, so some edicts are forever. The rest are, as long as Kairos has in mind? Needless to say, Kairos' magic is unlike anything we've seen in any Archon. And one more mildly self-indulgent question, but I simply must know. Kairos, male or female?
I honestly don't know for certain.
Really? You don't know either? You work for the Overlord, but you don't know if she, or he, has an innie or an outie?
That's one way to put it, okay. But I have it a good on 30, Imperial Harem is not well. PPC is still guessing. Would you feel better or worse to know that you lost to a man or a woman? Why does this matter?
You speak true. It ultimately matters not. My apologies. The question now seems rather foolish. You must remember, Kairos was just a horror story from distant lands for much of our lives. We have many unanswered questions. You'll forgive, I hope, the questions. The Overlord and his Archons used to be things of legend. Now they're everyday maladies, and I'm eager to separate the truth from the lies I've been told by House and Guild.
Eb gain average loyalty, and I gain favor with the Vendrian Guard. Wow, looks like we might be able to switch sides here.
In accordance to our most ancient customs, let us depart in honorable accord. May peace find you, Fatebinder.
She bows deeply, pounding her staff on the ground twice before turning to leave. I think we're gonna turn our coat. Hey. Okay. What do we got here? Ooh, there's a little nook. And we get some stuff out of it. The grasslands of the Tiers stretch far throughout the land. Much of it remains uninhabited and unclaimed by any faction. Okay, let's just make sure there's nothing. Whoa, see me. Nothing else here. Nope. Okay, cool. Well, that's awesome to know. Let's continue on. Great. I missed out on getting some loyalty with Eb in favor with the Tiersmen. I wish I could have redone that, but, you know, there we go. Quiet Shiv and Shivershank. Let's see what... Oh, take another step, and I'll pin your foot to the dirt. Uh-huh. Well, let's see what's going on here. Quiet Shiv. It proves nothing. The warrior slams her fist together in a resounding clap. Like, for instance, whether you're fit to lead that flock of children. Behind her, the members of her gang posture with weapons held at the ready. Oh, sorry, just one moment. I want to check to see how much time we have left. Okay, cool. Did you not hear the news of the edict? This is a foolish distraction. We ought to be saving our fight for the enemy. The chorus warrior looks to his gang, giving them a quick nod. Uh-huh. What's the problem here? No problem here, Madam Binder. She tosses her blade in the air, catching it with a smile on the way down. Captain Fuckwit here seems he's about to balk from this challenge. Thinks just because he used to run a ship, he's qualified to run a gang. She spits on the ground, looking up with a scowl. I'm calling him out. Because the way I see it, his warriors ought to follow me, not this new blood. Captain Fuckwit was my father. Fuckwit will do just fine. The warrior points at the opposing gang. If we prove our strength, we'll do so happily. But I'll have your hands and feet removed and the rest of you kept for my own use. Okay, wow. Yeah, I really don't like the Scarlet Chorus. Stop this is foolish. Stop at once. Excuse me? She widens her eyes in shock. This is our way, Fatebinder, and you have no right to stop us. We're not harming anyone outside the chorus. I don't know who you are, but I don't need your help. He looks back at his gang. I think we can handle ourselves just fine. Okay. Bickering amongst yourselves will cost the warfare. It does affect others outside the chorus. Beat Shivershank bloody, then I'll lose my favor. Could do that. Yeah, no, we're gonna do this. The gang leader spins her knife for a moment as if her answer balances on its edge. Fine. With her answer, she flicks a knife to the ground and walks away, spiteful glare cast in your direction. Oh, there we go. Got that taken care of. Bing, bang, boom. Okay. A rotting body bearing a Scarlet Chorus war paint is skewered on a wooden pike. Let's see what this guy has to say. Horde! The guard places her hands on her belt as you approach, gripping the hilt of a blade. Past this point is chorus territory, and you don't look like someone's conscript. You sure you're in the right place? I'm Petra Voss, the Fatebinder of Tunon. I'm here to help vanquish the Oathbreakers. You know, I think I was told to expect somebody, but you seem too ugly to be her. Her lips crumple into a smirk. Why exactly should I let you in? And more importantly, what's this hulking ton of iron doing here? The guard gestures to Barrack with a sneer. Push her down. Average favor. Minor wrath. We're gonna do our athletics. Before she can draw her blade, you advance and place your foot behind hers and give her a stiff shove on the shoulder. Caught off balance, she tumbles backwards, triggering an outburst of laughter in the other guard. I can't believe you've sassed the Fatebinder. You're such a stupid ponce. Didn't I tell you we had a special guest coming? The guard waves you in with a smile. Come on in, and don't let the ninny shedders in camp give you any guff. Well, there's that. Okay. We have more stuff to figure out. I think we're actually going to call the episode here. We don't have too much time left on the old ticker. If you've enjoyed, go ahead and hit that like button, or give me some feedback if you like. Of course, if you enjoy my other work, subscribe to the channel would be nice. As always, it's great to see you all here at the Fox Den. I hope you come back next time and pull up a chair for some more Tyranny. In the next episode, we're going to clear through this camp and all the options here. And then we're going to continue on. I think we're going to try to switch allegiances. Oh, and we have missives. Actually, let's take this. Let's take a look at this. That you've issued the Overlord's edict to the Archons of War and Secrets. Know that we understand fully the weight of this burden and appreciate the loyalty you showed in this declaration. As you navigate the idiosyncrasies and mutual antipathy of our Overlord's War Masters, remember that Kyros watches all with interest. Those who distinguish themselves, whether Fatebinder or Archon, have the opportunity to rise in the Overlord's esteem. Even now, the Northern Courts whisper that the more successful of the two Archons will be granted rule over the whole of the peninsula. Similarly, your fortunes rest upon the decisions you make. Choose wisely. Thank him for the advice. For this opportunity, few in the Empire. Back. Request clarification. The farmers and herbs and the fate burners. Let's go ahead and send that one. Let's give him a bit of sass. Okay, cool. Hey, awesome. Okay. Well, there we go. I hope to see you all again next time. Alrighty, you take care now. Bye.